everyone, welcome to today's wandering. I am taking you to the beautiful village of Mijas, continuing the Andalucian adventures. This is another famous white village of Andalucia, and I thought I'll include it whilst I'm here. It is nestled up in the mountains, about 10 kilometers from the sea, and it's supposed to be very beautiful. I've seen photos and videos about it, so I'm gonna go and try and explore, especially the old part of it. I'm just staring at the mountain in front of me. I need to figure out which way to go. I think it's that way, between the buildings, but I need to have a quick look on my map. I found the sign saying Centro Histórico up this way, so let's go. Oops. I spotted already, I think, 3 Indian restaurants, which I think is a clue of a lot of English people living here. I have a feeling that a lot of climbers are waiting me this afternoon. Just peeking into people's courtyards. Look how pretty that is. The sky is amazingly blue today without a cloud. That's where I came from. And I found a lovely sculpture, symbol of peace, by Cruz Jaime. Okay, I think there's a beautiful outlook spot here. Let's see. And there is. There's a bit of wind here, which feels really nice because it's a hot day. I'm just loving the color combos. Of the green, the different shades of blue, the roof tiles. It's all looking very pretty. Alrighty. I have spotted a beautiful looking street, again typically covered to give us some shade, which I'm very grateful for. Now I'm not sure, is it because it's later in the day, it's afternoon, or this village is not as visited as some others I've been to. There were a ton of people down in the center by the bus station where I arrived, like loads, hundreds. But then when I started walking around, there are some folk, but not many, and I'm very happy about that. Oh, look at that, another one. I'm gonna be like all over the place as usual, because always when you're in a new place you don't even know which way to look. There's too much to look at. I'm loving this blue and white combo, and on purpose I put on a blue and white dress for today, so I fit into the scene. Now Mijas is one of the old established inhabited places, just like most of south of Malaga, south of Spain, like Malaga and Cadiz and others. First it was the Phoenicians that came around, later the Romans, after that, if I remember correctly, the Visigoths, then the Arabs, and then late 15th century. Sorry, I'm mixing up the times. When the Reconquista began, then the Catholic kings have taken back this place as well. Oh yeah, I remember seeing in a different video that all over the place there's gonna be little poems of artists from the province of Malaga, like this one. If I was a tree. I found a tile map, and I just noticed that on the shade things, images are printed, different ones. Aww. I'm just gonna leave my camera on for a bit because it's just so pretty. Plus the sun is in my eyes. So, oh wow. And there's everywhere, you have stores. It's not so souvenir-y up here. There were loads down where I started. Delicious local this and that, marmalades and all sorts. I would be happy to buy honey, but I can't because I only have carry-on luggage and I can't take it through customs. I'm loving all these little flower pots with lovely designs. Not quite sure what's in there, but here we go, the souvenir work has begun. And also there's more people. Okay, this pretty building with these statues, it's a museum, and I think it's also the what do you call it, council house, not council house, or townhouse, you know, where all the business of the village happens. Okay, let's see what's down there. Well, not going down, I'm going up. There's several streets to explore, and I have a few hours here, so I'll do that. Look at all these beauties. Oh, the Secret Garden of Mijas. It's just a restaurant, but oh, it all looks so pretty. This is going up. Well, this is now giving me a headache on which one am I gonna like more, this village or Frigiliana, which I've seen. I think that was the first one away from Malaga. Some gorgeous yellow hibiscus, and there's a good breeze going on now, and of course you have to have the red as well. A picture of the past, how it looked about 64 years ago. They have definitely spruced it up. Just wanted to zoom up there so you can see those beautiful trees looking very green. I'm not sure what charcones means. This is a side street. I'm sure the motorbikes come in handy here. Spare your legs of all the up and downs. And let's continue up. Why not? By the time I'm returning home, honestly, I will need a new pair of legs. I will not climb this much in a long time. Like in Granada and everywhere I've been. I've reached this lovely corner. Look at that. Shall I go this way? Shall I go back and go down the other road? I don't know. Look at that. You can see the mountain beautifully. Oh, lovely, lovely place. Look at that. Just pretty. Going back. Ta-da. I much prefer climbing up than going down. But it's doable, no problem. Must include the pink, and there's one more. And the orange one. Oh, they're so lovely. And another street. I'm not gonna go down this one, I have a different plan. And this looks like a church, but I still see shops on the side. Let's go through that little door. Oh wow, look at the Victory's group. It is a little chapel. When I was just telling you a few minutes ago that there's not that many people, suddenly they're appearing from everywhere. Okay, let's go down that way. Traditional handmade carpets. And another black and white photo of the 1950s Plaza de la Constitución, which is just down there. But first I wanted to see this. That must be it. I need to stay in the shade a little bit because I walked in the sun and I can feel my head starting to boil. Beautiful birds of paradise. La Bodega del Flamenco. Okay, that looks nice. I assume that in the have flamenco shows. I found some donkey heads made out of straw, and there's a reason for that. Is because they use donkeys here for centuries to carry stuff around, and nowadays they use donkeys to carry around tourists. I've seen some passing by, but then I wasn't filming, so I hope I will encounter more so I can show you. I'm not planning to get on a donkey, but I wouldn't mind stroking one. Another look into the past, Calle Muro, around 1910. Wow, you can see a part of the village from here. I doubt that they have obesity issues much. One, the good food. Two, with all the walking up and down. It would be hard to stay chunky. Just look at the steps. It's going up to someone's house. How pretty. And then you have places where they really like flowers and things, and look at this. You're not allowed to go up there because it's someone's private property. But there's flowers all the way up, and then you can see a rock just there. I'm very curious at what kind of trees those are, because they're staying nice and green, unlike many others at this time of the year. Now let's go through here, and this is leading us to another beautiful panoramic view thing. Oops. Oh, I can't help myself. not to just be wild continually. Oh. Ta-da! Wow. Look at that.
What?
I liked Frigiliana very much, but I think that Mijas is giving a good run for its money, and I might decide that I prefer this one. Mijas is also much larger than Frigiliana was. Are you the tree that has its relatives up the mountain? I need to look this one up. It looks like a mixture of conifer with something else, but it's definitely a tree I do not know. I have not seen before. Now continuing with this amazing view. Look at that. You also see swimming pools, several ones, and then beautiful mountains and loads of villages. And then as we are getting closer to the sea, I'll get there in a sec. Look at that. I'm not sure, but I think it might be cicadas zooming, singing. Anyway, down there, I think that's Marbella, but I am not sure. I didn't really look up anything on the map. This was a spontaneous decision. Yesterday I decided that, okay, I want to see one more place in the province of Malaga whilst I still have time. So just hopped on a normal bus. I didn't want to take a tour bus this time because while some of them are good, I did feel rushed and I like to take my time. Wow, look at that. And then above us, a lovely tree. And I'm so glad you're here because my brain started boiling. I could jump into that swimming pool down there. The expanse of the view here rivals that of Ronda, which I found mind-blowing, and this is very close to it. Make sure you check out the video about Ronda I filmed. It's, in my opinion, well, I don't know about the video, how I managed to put it together by then, but the town or the city itself is gorgeous, and the surroundings of it as well. And that is one place I regret I've only been for half a day. There was so much to see and not enough time, and just beautiful. And we have some cliffs going down. Okay, continuing. The color of the sea from here just looks spectacular, but we have a layer of low clouds over it. We could be told we could see Africa and the Rock of Gibraltar, but yep, I don't think that's gonna happen today. Wow, the sound of the insects is becoming louder and louder. I'm hiding in the shadows. Just for a couple of minutes. They have a ferny look, but I don't think they are. They have some fruit on them as well. Again, a plant I've not seen before. I need to look up these things. Okay, one more time. Up and around. Sorry if it was too fast. The sun is in my eyes and I can't see. I'm struggling. Oh, I don't even know what's the time. 4 o'clock? No, I think it danged 5. I'm losing track of time. By the steps you have some of these left so we can see on what kind of rock we are standing. And there's a little creek down there. I could hear it. Now I can see it. Some agave plants. Oh, look at that. They made it pretty. There's some more water. And this one is made to flow nicely. Like in a little open cistern. I think I found a little church I know of, but I'm not sure if it's that one. Let's go closer. Yes, I think it is the church I was expecting to find. Now, this was built on top of a mosque, and the minaret part has been converted into the bell tower. Of course, again, after the Reconquista, this was happening everywhere. It's a standard practice of Ferdinand and Isabella and those who followed. In the square in front of it, there's 3 water fountains, one further away, one close to me, and another one behind me. And as soon as I said that they are not on, boom! You wanted to show us that you're in working condition, huh? Thank you. And facing the church is this, the municipal auditorium. I expect they have concerts and plays and such things happening. Fountains have beautiful mosaics, and I think they tell a story. I can see, oops, like the church and other things. And it stopped. And then some more beautiful floor artwork. Look, I think that's a hibiscus. And they're back on again. I think that's how they're set up, to go up and down, take a break. Patio de Caballos. Do they keep horses here? Okay, and here's this church in 1950. Oh, I think I know. This must be the arena. There's a small bull arena here. Okay, one more look on you. It looks like this one is closed, so I can't show you the inside. Or maybe not. I spotted this half open door. Let's see. Yep. Is playing up. Work in here. Look at that pretty door handle. Well, we did get to see inside. What I noticed that in Spain and in Mexico, the two Latin countries I've been to, they do dress up their saints in actual clothes. Like, that's why I showed you some, like especially the statues of Mary are always very ornately and heavily dressed. And yeah, that's something new to me, because in Europe I've not seen that done in other parts. Not that I travel that much in European countries, but in the ones I've been, I've not seen that. Oh, another lovely view. A more modern sculpture with a little water feature. And yep, this is the bullfighting ring. Now I've seen it in somebody else's video, and this is not a complete circle one, but it's more oval. And I think that's because that's how the space is, that they couldn't stretch it out. Well, I'm just guessing. Okay, it's not that old, it was built in 1900. Well, what's funny is that I think you could buy tickets to sit on the sunny side or the shady side. Photos from actual corridas. And I know you have been shaped, but you're so very cute. And I like your branches and your roots. You can visit it, because I saw people inside. I think you need to pay a small fee, but I don't want to do that. I want to go and wander through the streets. As you're going down the slope, it's like you feel like you need to put your brakes on. Another little water feature. And happy people. And more of these pretty blue pots. They go all the way down. And within this beautiful building is the Centro Comercial. And a fancy restaurant. How come there's no, maybe they're not serving anything now. Okay, I just realized that I got back to this little square. I went down the other road, went round, and now I'm back here, which is good. At least I know where I am. I can see another inscription for panoramic views. Let's go check that out. And then I think I'm gonna have an ice cream. I like your head. And here we are. It's full of with restaurants, which I'm sure it's nice to have a lovely view, but I much prefer the view from the other side. This is too loaded for my taste. Happiness Laboratory. This is like a Mayan chocolate factory on a small scale. They do yummy things, and you can make your own, as far as I know. I'll stick to the ice cream, I think. Very funny tiles. Or maybe not. I thought I'll get 2 scoops of chocolate, but I'm not paying €8 for that. I'll find ice cream somewhere else. The crowds. Come and shop here.
Yes.
Okay, I'm hearing a horsey. First I thought it's gonna be a donkey, but no, it's a horsey. I'm happy to see you. You're beautiful. Now that shop, I just said come and shop there. He has amazing leather stuff from Morocco. Another poem. The mountain I see from my window, it's the most beautiful of the views, with its tall pines and beautiful jars, blah blah blah. I'm a bit too tired in the sense that it's too hot to instantaneously translate things properly. Oh, look at that display. And again, just steps and the tiles. I love it. I really like these little pots that you can put onto the wall. I don't have space in my carry-on, otherwise I would buy at least one. They're really into their leather stuff. This is the 5th leather shop I'm passing. And it continues. And here you have Andalucian leather, not Moroccan one. I have found another ice cream shop which is half price. Maybe it's not as amazing quality as the other one, but I'll try this. There's this version as well. And here we go. It's a local ice cream shop, Casa Esteban. The other one is a franchise because I've seen it in other places. So I'm happy with my ice cream choice. Well, that ice cream was delicious. I'm really happy with my choice. And I just spotted, I think might be a tiny chapel up there in the mountain. Can you see? Let's have a look over the village. This is a town, considering its size. And I've not seen the donkeys. I'm still waiting to come across them. But behind us, hold on, another horsey. Everybody is completely mesmerized by their phones. Oopsie, I'm in a car park squeezing through because I wanted to show you this. Just the rock, and then it's like a tower remnant. Okay, I came to a more better spot. Also, there's a tiny museum here which I am gonna go visit before it closes. I hope it's still open. And it's not just a tiny museum, it is the museum of tiny things. It's the miniature art museum. So I hope they let me film inside. It says it's the greatest collection of the world of tiniest things. Car park or not, the view beyond it is spectacular. Okay, and I'm in. And let's see what's under the domes. Virgin de la Peña. She is the patron saint of this place. Tiny oil paintings. These were by an Argentinian painter, Rebollo. And a copy of Velázquez's Las Meninas. Let's see. Can I show that to you? That's tricky. Now this is a bullfight and it's painted on a lentil. How crazy is that? One of my sisters is gonna like this. Here we have animals carved in ivory and bone. I want to see that little. Yeah, beautiful stag. And then this one. These are the oldest of the collection. There are 4 Iberian mini sculptures. Look at that. And underneath there's 3 Stone Age arrowheads, a variety of African hats. It's very hard to show you, but it's literally a belly dancer on a toothpick. This is a more macabre one from Mexico. If I can show them to you. Inside those boxes there are dissected fleas and they're dressed up. Now that is the most hilarious thing ever. Now here we have 3 from School Chalk, the head of Churchill. It's quite recognizable. Then this one is meant to be James Dean. I don't think that's that successful. And the bird that looks like an ostrich. That's a monkey. And there's loads going on here. Those are silver coins and they have little landscapes painted on them. Sorry, filming through dome-shaped glass is just not easy. Now these ones are just very sweet and elegant, and it is Venetian Murano glass. Look at them. They're so diddy. So beautiful. Now, faces carved into dried beans and chickpeas. Oh. And the shape of a man is in a noodle. Imagine that. And something larger, a chess set. Now these ones are silver miniatures from Cordoba. Pretty. There's a miniature Bible in there. Paintings on stones. Miniature tea and coffee set with a lot of detail. Again, quite cute. Here things are made of different stuff, from chewing gum to soap, breadcrumbs, blown glass and ivory, and the tiny birds are made out of paper. Miniature paintings. And those are on buttons. And that's a different sort of miniature. It's a shrunken head. Completely different than anything else. It's was done by the Jivaro Indians. Now these are Inca idols. I don't know, they look like bronze and a variety of things. It's a very interesting collection, like the most random things I did not expect to see. That's Oriental bits. Let's see, in eggshells. There. These ones are inside clamshells. There's more in there. Weird looking monkeys made out of clay. What are those? Elephants. And the mahjong pieces. Figures made out of walnuts. Then we have gold rings. What are you? Folkloric figures from Peru. She's a fish vendor. And at the back is something that's called the Devil of Oruro from Bolivia. And here we have Chinese figures that are made from baked clay, porcelain and polychromed ivory. I just spotted the Sphinx head. Okay, these are pretty cool. And there's some larger pieces like mausoleum style. And these are the tiniest ones. I'm just imagining the patience one must have to be able to do something like that. And one of my sisters does things, well, not these sort of miniatures, but other finicky, endless things that I would probably throw them out the window after 5 minutes. She's doing amazing stuff. She has a YouTube channel as well. Check out Dalma Makes. Now another beautiful oriental one, a landscape. This is carved in cork. Absolutely beautiful. Bench and tools, and you can see a sack of coal and a basket of firewood. Oh, really cool. Now we have portraits from the 18th and 19th century, made in enamel on ivory. Look at all these pretty ladies. I like this one. And then a happy scene. And this lady is not very happy, probably because she has too much what do you call it, foundation on that doesn't suit her skin tone. Another lady and the smoking gentleman. Antique furniture and utensils. These are cute. Look at that gramophone. And the miniature jewelry collection. Now these are tiny. Let me try and zoom up them. Ring, bracelet, necklace, and earring set. And there's even a compact. More utensils made out of iron, brass and copper. I like these. Again, very, very cute. Oops. My phone has on and it zooms in and out as it pleases. And that light is not good. There. This painting is called Fire in the Jungle, which is not good, but it is watercolor on ivory. Alfonso the 13th and the Catholic kings, and an ivory carving of Queen Elizabeth II's coronation carriage. Look at that. If I manage to zoom on it. Dali's crucifix. It is on a drawing crane. Now that one's crazy. That's a grain of rice. And it's the Last Supper of Da Vinci copied onto it. This one is St. Peter's Square. I think in Florence. And these ones are Equatorian mosaics made with straw and pieces of wood. And another rice craziness, the bust of Nefertiti on a grain of rice. And And a little watercolor on synthetic ivory. There you have the story. And some others, I can see Don Quixote and Sancho Panza in the back. And this one, which looks like a fly landed on it. The fly is actually painted on it. Another craziness, on a pinhead, it's supposed to be a portrait of Abraham Lincoln. And there he is. Crazy. Well done. And another one on a grain of rice, a Mijas donkey. And a ceramic version. Now, it says that these miniatures have been painted without a magnifying glass. But we need a magnifying glass to see. See, they're on pumpkin seeds. Look at that. Mini games. And the last one is musical instruments. Beechwood. And I don't know, some metal. And then we have Mozart and Bach's portraits. Okay, this was cool. And there's a really cool ostrich egg. This is a Maasai painting. Giraffe. Oh, this is lovely with zebras. Beautiful. And another shrunken head. Okay, this is it. I've shown you almost everything. Not quite, but most of it. Okay, I did enjoy this. I recommend a visit. The entrance is €3, and I think it's well worth it because you're gonna see stuff you probably will not see anywhere else. That's it. I am continuing my descent towards the city center. Look at that. But what I like the most is the mountains. And I spotted, let me show you. Up there, can you see? Loads of antennae or aerials or whatever you call them. Transmission thingies, probably for all sorts, radio, TV. Signaling to the aliens. I'm only joking, but yeah, you get me. I hope. Oh, beautiful. I still haven't found the donkeys. I think he's doing toasted, sugar-coated root nuts. Yep. Okay. There's a restaurant on the edge, but here is the lady of, oh, I forgot how you call it. It's the statue that they found in 15 something inside the cave. Okay, there we go. The Shrine of the Virgin de la Peña. It's quite cool that it's inside the cave. And of course the whole story needs to be exploited, so they will sell you trinkets. And back to the views again. Still a low cloud covering. Okay, the wind is picking up, which I don't mind. I just know it's ruining the audio quality. I will be heading back later because my bus is in half an hour, and if I miss that, then the next one is at 9:30 or something, very late in the evening, and I don't want that to happen. I think I managed to show you most of what was to be seen here, except the donkeys, but I think that's too late for it now. I hope you enjoy this wandering, and should you be in the south of Spain, somewhere in the province of Malaga, do come and visit Mijas. I'm absolutely sure that you will enjoy it as well. Okay, wishing you all a lovely, lovely day. Greetings from this beautiful place.